So just think about this. What would change in your conversation if you became 100% responsible for every word that came out of your mouth and everything you told that person to go do, believe, or see?
Nurturers are always thinking about people, harmony, and values, and they bring such a unique perspective to every conversation. Because they're always thinking about people and harmony and values, when a new idea is shared, instinctively they're like, oh, Sally's not gonna like that.
The iPhone, the iMessage app with the 3 little dots, you know what I'm talking about? And you see the dots going, and you're like, oh, they're responding. And then the dots go away and there's no message, and you're like, what is that? Don't they know who I am? Like I said, this isn't philosophical. Conversations don't play in the ethereal. This is on the ground. You, just as a group of about 100 people, identified dozens of obstacles that you shared. And if you are serious about creating a culture of change, we have to change the conversation.
All right, well, let's get going. We want to honor your time and welcome you to Unlocking Change. Now, for some of you who you don't have your camera up, that's totally fine. That's totally good. Just heads up, we're going to break out into some breakout rooms. This webinar is not meant just to stay in your head, nor is it meant just to listen to me talk for 45 minutes. This is a working webinar. We want you to be able to leave here knowing how to enact change and knowing how to overcome resistance. And some of you be like, how do you know that? And they don't have words, they just know. Because the way they receive communication is processing values, people, and harmony above all else. They defend values. People always come before profit. People always come before profit. They're the ones who are like, let's just blow the doors off Christmas parties. Let's just have a blast. The biggest gifts, right? And the Guardians in the back going, no. No, come on, they're such good people. It's going to be great. Right? They're always pushing for people. They're always cheering them on. Nurturers are the ones that like, let's give them one more quarter. Maybe they'll turn it around. Like, it's been 3 years. Maybe this is the year. Right? Nurturers are the people you go to. You're like, I just don't know if it's going to work. And they're like, you got it.
And then you see that person, and the first thing you say is what? Did you get my text? How about you just say what you texted him? Hey, where do you want to go for lunch? Right? We want immediate response. And then if you have an Android device, people, like that doesn't help me at all. I text and it's that green box, and I'm like, well, we want immediate response. And the collateral damage of this, the problem, the reality is we have active responders but passive listeners. The reality of our listening culture is that we have active responders. We're ready to go. We don't even read the whole post on Facebook. We just dislike it or smiley face it or add our comment right below. We don't even have time for the person to finish their whole idea, right? Halfway through the sentence, you know why they're wrong. But may I suggest that if you only listen to them halfway, you only can respond halfway, which makes you half wrong too.
So let's just talk about some objectives, right? This hopefully will create some psychological safety, knowing what we're moving towards. So first, we're going to learn 2 tools that are going to help you in your everyday life. These are transformational tools. I use these tools every day for myself, and I also use them with my clients.
You're an artist. You create artwork that will be remembered, and that artwork will be remembered in this community. So you either can be remembered for not getting us anywhere or be part of moving us forward. Every great artist leaves a legacy, not for who they are, but what they create. You will be remembered for what you create. Don't you want that to be something remarkable, meaningful, memorable that changes this community? You can do all of that through a conversation.